Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of Destination X USA Season 1, Episode 9. Bobby Goodsby, how's your poker face?
My poker face is looking great right now. What an interesting episode. Was it not? Like from going from what we had last week to this, felt like another show again.
This was my favorite episode.
This was your favorite episode?
And halfway through, I'm just like, is this my least favorite episode?
I think it was, we almost got back to basics with being on the bus, even though we weren't on the bus really at all this episode. But it was kind of like going back to that game.
But then it switched again.
Yeah, and then it switched again. Then it's Monte Carlo night.
Yes. So, and I don't know if you were paying attention, Bobby, but the clues were in front of your face the entire time.
This is the most impossible show of all time. Is it not?
It is a lie.
At first, we were like, oh, yeah, they're dumbing it down for us Americans, giving us all these hints. Now they're dumbing it down for no one. There's literally no one on Earth that could have picked up on these clues.
Okay, so the clues end up being, and we'll get there, but you know, it's the four suits in a deck of cards. We were taught 2 episodes ago, don't share shit, don't tell anyone anything, or you could go home.
Yeah, yeah, and the
so there's zero incentive to share anything.
Yeah, the fact that these guys are the final 4 and they're like, I feel like I have to share this information. Like, why? You don't need to share anything. Like, I get Peter and Rick working together. I get it. I get Shane and Biggie working together. But to cross mingle those, like, what is Biggie thinking? That's not going to work.
Yeah. So, but it's just like the clues are garbage without other information. But Jeffrey Dean Morgan has told us don't share information. So then the clues mean nothing.
They mean nothing. They mean nothing. So literally, how are you supposed to pick up on anything because you're not seeing the other clues? Like, it'd be one thing if they all got to see each of the clues, but nothing.
Yeah. So like if you see the clues and then you brainstorm and figure it out, that's to your detriment. But if you're only seeing one clue, and if you're going by Jeffrey Dean Morgan advice of not sharing information, you should only have one clue. There is no way to figure this out.
I mean, the fact that they were even able to get remotely close to the location, like even Shane wasn't like terribly far off. Like that's impressive in of itself because like, I guess they're just going by how long were we on the bus?
How long were we on the bus and where were we last time?
And what's the geographical location look like?
And potentially we went west.
Yes, exactly. And like that's all you can do.
Based on a crack in the window to possibly see where the sun is.
It's crazy. Like, how are you supposed to pick up on 4 shovels in the sand and be like, oh, you know what? That's a spade. Oh, so car.
But okay, Peter does say spade.
Sure. And Rick also says Marilyn Monroe at one point. He's like,
I guess Marilyn Monroe, but I didn't put that with diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yeah. Yeah, and like
okay, let's say I got spade. Let's say I got spade and got diamond. Okay, and then I put together a deck of cards. I don't know that I'm leaving with Monte Carlo.
How the hell do you even like golf balls? Like, how are you supposed to be like golf balls? Oh, that's club. No, it's not club. It's a golf ball.
It's a golf ball. Yeah, no.
What are we doing here? Like, it's not even like there was like a club on the golf ball. Like that would make more sense than just golf balls.
Yeah, no, it would like, I mean, like my guess would have been putt putt.
And
we're at putt putt in Utah.
You know what's funny? Have you ever had that moment when someone's trying to think of a word and you know the word, but because they're having a hard time remembering what the word is, you're like, oh wait, what is that actually? Why am I blanking on this?
I blanked for like I had to go back in time to where I've cooked an artichoke.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like it took me a good like 45 seconds of like going along with him, being like, it does start with an A. What the hell is it? Like, I know this word. I've eaten these things. Like, how do I not know this? And then finally I was like, oh, it's an artichoke. I was like, it's an artichoke, you dummy. And even though I was having trouble too.
Yes. Well, I was telling I'm like, it's avocado. That's not an avocado.
No.
It's avocado. It's not.
It's not avocado. No, I was like asparagus, avocado. What is it? Artichoke. Duh.
It's not anchovies.
And I mean, artichoke heart. Oh, heart. That means it's going to be a playing card deck. Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Well, I guess heart from that. That I did guess, but I didn't guess hearts as in the suit. I was guessing like, you know, the heart of France or the heart of the coast. Like, I'm just like, huh?
When I'm looking at this, all of these clues, right? I'm thinking golf balls. Okay, maybe there's somewhere that, you know, the PGA plays a big tour on, you know, in this town. Okay, artichoke, heart. That makes sense.
Biggie's like it. We're not in Scotland.
Yeah, exactly. Like, where could we be?
The clue says Scotland.
Exactly. The shovels and the sand. I'm like, okay, maybe there's a beach nearby. Is there something to do with you got to dig, or is there like a major dig location here? You know, some kind of archaeological find. Like, that's where my brain was going. And then when you get to Rick's and you see the 3 boxes and they got MM on it, I'm like, well, maybe that's the initials of the town, or maybe that's like a famous person who lived here. None of those led to playing card decks Monte Carlo.
No. So yeah. well, which call it like Pilot Pete's like, well, there was 4 little shovels, so maybe it's 4 letters. I think we're in the south of France. It's Nice because there's 4 shovels. Like, that was closer to figuring out the clue than the actual clue.
100%. And like, funny enough that got him in at least a similar location to where he thought it could be. Like, the fact that these guys even guessed cans by the clues that they got was like, I felt like that was a more reasonable approach to the clues than what the clues actually were.
There's no place like home. Trying to get back to Kansas, and if you say Kansas real fast, it's cans.
Yeah,
and I'm like, stop it. That's garbage. Oh no, Bobby, it was there the whole time. You just have to you use the letters that are there, but you don't use all of them.
Yeah, you take some away. Oh yeah, because it can only make that one word, right? Yeah. Like, or 2 words, I guess.
It also could have made multiple other words.
100%. And how are you supposed to know that all of a sudden this is a word scramble? It's just a sign. I don't know, man. Like,
and then the radio that gave the clue, you know what that was?
No.
A radio that gave the clue. But exactly. How are we supposed to know that it's not?
Like they're going too deep cut on this, right? Oh. It's so much that us at home are like, how is anyone supposed to ever guess that? Like, well, I don't want to play it reasonable.
If this is the game, I don't want to play it.
No, it's not fun. It's not fun for even the viewing audience, because halfway through of him explaining that, I'm like, wait, how did we get here? That was too much. Maybe it was because I was a few drinks deep last night, but I was like,
no, I was hungover and I had the same amount of difficulty.
Yeah, I'm like,
you were drunk,
and I was like, my brain is like fried right now watching this. Like, I'm like, there's no simple way to get to this answer. And the answer that you gave us, it still is like 10 steps to get there, where the audience at home, when you're explaining it to us, it still doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no. So as I said, first half of the episode, I'm just like, is this my least favorite? The second half, I was like, oh, I love this. This is fun. Because it, like, literally, if you're smart, it doesn't matter. You can still get fucked.
The whole thing didn't really matter either. Well, let's go to the next part then, where they're in the map room. What did you like the fact that they did the map room early? Because when we got there, I was like, wait, we still got like 40 minutes left in this episode. Like, how are we already doing the map room? This doesn't compute with my brain. Like, what are we doing here?
I thought we were going to do a double elimination. I'm just like, to do a double elimination on episode 9, this is the worst edit ever.
Yes. And it was like, and you gave no clues to it. But I did like their approach of, okay, put your guess down, and now you have a chance of switching everything up. Yeah. I liked that. It was cool.
No. It's the second half of the episode. I'm just like, all right, I love this, but the first half of the episode was horrible. But let's start at the beginning. Okay. We are 270 miles from Destination X. Don't worry, Pilot Pete's been counting in his head. Goggles off, and there's horses. And before they say anything, I was like, oh, they're in Utah. Great. I'm guessing Provo, Sundance. Who's to say?
Yeah, how did they blindfold them on the plane ride all the way back to the States? Like,
well, no, they drugged them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reasonable explanation, right?
Goggles on, and you'll barely feel this pinprick.
Also, do you like how Rick was like, oh, it looks like we're back home. It looks like we're in the States. I'm like, Rick, you're not from the States.
You're from Canada.
You're not even from here.
Yeah, you're from Canada.
Canada. Yeah, which is on the border of Serbia and Greece, right?
Yeah. So, well, they're either in Utah or Arizona. And we have the radio that is not a clue. Don't get it twisted. And it's the good, the bad, the ugly, and Rick. And I'm like, well, Rick's not that attractive.
I mean, that was the closest guess anyone had to this actual, answer was by doing the good, bad, and the ugly and the geographical location. Like that was the closest to get to Cairns, essentially.
Once again, if you put a gun to my head and said, where was the good, the bad, and the ugly filmed? Arizona.
No idea. I've literally
New Mexico.
Watched that movie maybe once. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Love Clint Eastwood. This is like 3 generations after my time or before my time. So like it's not something
but I'm putting money on like if they're like where they filmed the good, the bad, the ugly. New Mexico near the Breaking Bad house.
100%. 100%. I'm not guessing anywhere in France.
No. So well, guess what? They film spaghetti westerns here. Do they? Is that where they film spaghetti westerns?
Apparently they filmed one spaghetti western.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a clue. Spaghetti.
Sure. Sure. Like, is it? Is it? We don't really know.
If you rearrange the letters of spaghetti, it spells France.
Yeah, sure, right? It's spaghetti, definitely not Italy. Like there's so many things about this episode that I'm like, you're supposed to remember every little piece, and even the ones that have nothing to do with it could lead you in a totally different direction.
Yes, this was not good. So, well, now it's time to save a horse, ride a cowboy. Oh, no, they're just riding horses. Sorry.
Well, I wanted one of them to buck one of them off so bad. Like, just
Biggie's was thinking about it. He did get a wild one. Of course, Pilot Pete recognizes some peaks. We're obviously in the south of France. Thanks, Pilot Pete. You're good for something.
Finally, he gives Rick some kind of reasonable data to help get him the location.
This guy's been 0 for 4.
He's been 0 for 4, but hey, listen, this is the one that hits in the crucial time.
Yes. So, all right. Well, you get to check the boxes. The first box or first crate has 3 ring boxes with MM on there. The boxes are empty. It's in a bunch of rocks. I don't know why the rocks were necessary.
They're not.
I know, but I'm like, okay, like, because Pilot Pete has the sand for no reason.
Yeah.
Rick has the rocks for no reason. I'm just like, okay, there's something with the sand and the rocks. Nope.
No. I'm like, there's the only reasonable answer is like you have to dig for something. So I don't blame Pilot Pete for like digging into the sand. I would think, oh, maybe there's something in here, but why the hell did they give me 4 shovels?
Yeah. Well, the 3 boxes signify Marilyn Monroe's 3 failed marriages.
How is anyone thinking? And the fact Rick literally said, "Oh, is it Marilyn Monroe?"
I saw the first thing I thought was Marilyn Monroe, but I did not put anything else together.
The closest thing I could get is she's an actress, so that's why cans make sense. Like,
that's why I'm just like, is Marilyn Monroe from France? I'm like, no, she's from fucking like Indiana or something.
Yeah. My knowledge on freaking Marilyn Monroe is like as minimal as you could possibly have. So the MM, it made sense to me, but like I wouldn't have thought that going out of my way.
That's what I thought, but I'm not getting to diamonds from that.
No. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Like,
yes. It's a Marilyn Monroe movie.
Then maybe it should have been 3 boxes in a thing full of fake diamonds or something. That would make more sense.
So, what about the fucking rocks, Bobby?
The rocks were crucial to this whole thing.
Okay. All right. Next is 4 shovels of sand. We got it. Then there's a box of artichokes, not to be confused with anchovies or armadillos or avocados. And then the golf balls. I'm like, I quit. I'm out.
Yeah. The golf balls had to have been the worst clue, right?
Yes, by far. No contest.
Because you literally, it's just golf balls. Like, it's how does someone think, oh, the clue is actually not golf balls, it's clubs? Why would you think that? You're thinking golf balls. Like,
when I see little shovels, I don't think spade. I think little shovels.
I would never think spade. Who looks at shovels and thinks spades?
Pilot Pete.
I didn't even remember.
He said 4 spades.
I didn't even remember that freaking shovels were spades until he said it.
So, but all right. So all the clues lead us to Monte Carlo, right? So there's no other casinos in all of Europe.
Apparently, Monte Carlo is like the one, right? Like I know Monte Carlo night. Like I know the town Monte Carlo. I'm not thinking casino when I see these things.
No.
And I work at a casino.
I know. My fiance is executive host at Caesars.
No, like,
I'm not thinking casino.
No one's thinking casino.
Oh.
I don't know.
All right. Well, guess what? Biggie and Shane conspire to share information. Why? Because they know Rick and Peter aren't.
So at what point do these guys realize these guys have to be working together? And also, how did they break them up in the exact right pairs? Did the show do that? Did they pick their pair like when they got to go off on the horses? Like
I think we have some production manipulation, like just like we had last time with Shane and Allie going off together, and then the other 3 having the conversation that could determine the fate of the other 3 outside of the couple, but kind of sort of didn't because Pilot Pete doesn't play by the rules.
What did you think of the show leading into the whole Shane and Allie love stories thing still, when the same week Allie and Mac come out as in a relationship?
All right. Do you got a little beef with this? Because this information I felt was kind of more obvious than the clues.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, so with all that, it's just like you couldn't have said something on the podcast.
Well, they had to wait to do it on their social media handles. That's fine.
Well, no, I think they had an exclusive with Out Magazine.
That is true. They did have that.
Yeah, so, but like, then how about hey, can we push the interview to Thursday?
Right? Like, why couldn't we be behind the breaking news as well?
Yeah, I mean, because for those of you that are watching the extra interviews, like, I'm pretty leading with my questions. I'm just like, hey, Biggie doesn't appear to be your type, Mac.
Yeah, I don't think Biggie had a shot from the beginning.
Yeah, and it's just like, no, and then like Allie, I feel, and like they kind of answered honestly, but kind of, and I'm just like, I see your social media, like before this announcement, I'm just like, I feel where there's smoke, there's fire. And I feel that there's fire in the bed that you guys share and do interviews with people in.
We had 3 straight weeks of interviews with Mac and Allie, and not any clue as to that being a case, even though we were kind of picking up on the hints.
Well, we were like, hey, we'd like to give you the opportunity to say this in case we're really, really wrong. And they're like, nope, not taking the bait, Fairplay. Save that part exclusive without.
No, but good for them. Happy for them. Happy to hear that news come out. But
we'll get to the alley of it all here shortly. So they're back on the bus, and Rick and Peter are whispering, to which Shane and Biggie are like, why are they whispering? Because they're definitely not sharing information.
Like, how much more obvious does it have to be that these guys are working together?
Well, for Biggie and Shane, they would have to be drawing out diagrams of their clues and presenting to one another.
It's like Charlie Day with the freaking board with it, like trying to pinpoint everything together. Like how can it not be more in your face? Biggie, they literally came up to you last week trying to form something to go against the other two. Like,
Yeah.
you know, these two are working together. I mean,
no, because Biggie explains to us that Rick is not sharing information with anyone, especially Pilot Pete of all people.
God, like for a guy that's pretty perceptive for not having ever been outside of the United States, he's not picking up on the social cues. That's for sure.
No. But by the same token, I think Rick is really good at this.
Oh, he's great. I
think the initial perception of Rick as a loner is just so ingrained in Biggie's head that if Rick just leans into it a hair, he's just like, just as I said the entire time, he's working by himself. Do you guys remember the beginning of the game when no one was working with Rick? Nothing has changed.
I think even if Pilot Pete and Janae never came on this show, I still think Rick would be here at the end because Rick has essentially done everything on his own.
With the exception of today.
Yeah. Like Rick is very good.
Yeah. And I think Rick could have figured, I think Rick is still here without Pilot Pete this episode. I mean, like, you know, even though Pilot Pete helped, I think Rick figures out enough. So he might not finish first, but he doesn't finish last.
He would have needed someone to work with just for like the sheer fact of like gaming stuff. Like I feel like Pilot Pete was his perfect, you know, Robin to his Batman because they could at least game like the situations like last week against Allie and this week in Monte Carlo night. Like it was definitely necessary, but knowledge base wise on geographical location and all that, clues, everything like that, he would have been fine.
Yeah. So, Biggie is playing for his dad. Shane allegedly, just because his dad is like his hero, not that he's going to give his dad the money. Shane is playing for his mom because his mom has financially helped him over the years and all that. Not buying it. I don't think Janae was giving money to her parents. I don't think Shane was giving money to his parents. I think Shane would have moved to Austin and around the 4-month mark would have had a really bad time in Austin.
I think Shane
you guys sure do spend a lot of time together.
Why am I having to go to the outdoor house, not invited in the big house?
So you guys are roommates, but you only have one bed?
No, but you know, these people, they're gonna say what the producers are telling them to say, or at least like make up some kind of sob story as to like why like they're doing it. And maybe it's to an extent true. I don't believe that it's untrue, but like we really know like whoever's winning this prize, they're using it on themselves.
Well, you know what? $250,000. That's
after taxes.
150 after taxes. Maybe. Let's say his mom is making car payments. Maybe he finalizes the loan for like no more payments.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But I don't see him buying her a house, and I don't see her. Hey, we'll be able to ask. But I don't see him buying her. I just bought you a brand new car. It's like, no, like it's just she's got a year's worth of car payments. Hey, Ma, don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah.
But once again, we don't have to worry about any of that. Neither does Shane because he does not win.
He's not winning. And could it have been more obvious that this was going to be a Shane boot episode? Like,
we got a lot of Biggie, and I'm just like, is this the Biggie boot?
We've gotten nothing of Shane besides Shane and Allie all season. That like, I'm like, okay, clearly he's not one that makes it to the final episode. Like, they're gonna highlight the people throughout the season that make it to the end. Yeah, and also with Shane, like he screwed himself. We'll get to it, but he screwed himself. Like he would have been safe had he not.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. So, well, guess what? They wake up. They are 30 miles from Destination X, and Biggie's got a bug bite on his lip, to which it looks like he has tobacco dip in for the remainder of the episode.
I thought he had like a stroke or something. I was like, what is going on with his face? I'm glad they told us right away, but I'm like, who gets a bug bite like that? Like, it was like, seriously, like he just went to the dentist office and the top half of his mouth is like, numb. Like, I'm like, I've never seen a bug bite like that in my life. I'm never going to the south of France ever.
If it were to happen to anyone, Biggie, like, it's so fun that it happens to Biggie.
Oh, it's the best, especially with his accent and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And like his mannerisms. It like slows down his already sped up.
Slow down.
Yeah. His sped up way of speech is now slurred and a little lopsided.
Yeah. So let's see. Good morning. It's Jeffrey. And for the first time ever in the history of this show in the US, they will all be dropping their X. I didn't think about it until he said it. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. I was like,
everyone is up for elimination.
Yeah. And I like it. I like that they did it this way. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So then randomly, Pilot Pete explains that he lives in New York. He wants to move to LA and he's going to be a Funkle.
Oh my God. Sorry. I had a yawn. I mean, I feel like it's pretty easy for him to go back and forth from New York and LA. Like
he's a pilot.
He's a pilot. like is this money really going to like put you there? And if you're from LA, like, wouldn't you have like a housing situation already set up there? Like
$250,000, which once again is $150 after taxes. What the fuck are you buying in LA for?
You're not buying anything. I live in Southern California. If anything, that's rent for the year.
Hopefully.
Like, especially in LA. Like, I live in a smaller town just outside of San Diego, and that would like barely cover, well, 150,000 would cover a lot. But what I'm saying is it's not going to do shit for you in LA.
No. So, well, guess what? In spite of everything that has happened up until now and whatever will happen, maybe Shane wins, maybe Shane doesn't. Spoiler, he doesn't, because he's actually eliminated at the end of this episode. It doesn't matter. He fell in love with Allie. Bobby,
that's the real prize.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
The whole time I'm watching, I'm like, who wants to tell him?
I want to tell him.
I can't wait for you to bring it up in the exit interview tomorrow, because I'm sure that's gonna be a hot button topic for you.
Are you following Allie on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're showing all the fun little couple stuff, but one of them was I don't know, Us Weekly or somewhere is like, are Shane and Allie still together? And she posted.
Yeah, she said Shane's very supportive and like he's been nothing but great about it. So I'm sure that's all great, but like the fact that the show is still leading into it when they know the outcome, like I know they probably already produced this a while ago and edited it and all that, so they're just gonna go with it. Plus, you're not gonna rely on what someone's posting on social media months after the fact, but like it is kind of funny timing.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is loving all of this.
Oh, 100%. 100%. He's probably at some kind of some bar with Josh right now, finally making up on that drink offer.
He is not making amends on that drink offer, I assure you. So, well, it's time to put your X down. Everyone pretty much puts, near cans, except for Shane. He's going Milan.
Milan's a decent guess though. Like I'm not opposed to it, but once he sees they're on the beach, he's like, "Oh, I'm effed."
Oh yeah. So put your goggles back on, meet me outside, and here you go, Bobby. Once again, it was all there in front of your face the entire time.
How do you not see it, idiots?
Yeah, 4 suits, deck of cards, Monaco, no place like home. If you drop half the letters and maybe even add one.
Exactly. Like Monaco, like really, like Monte Carlo night, like Monte Carlo casino. First off, maybe I'm stupid, right? I'm not very well traveled. I knew Monte Carlo, I knew all that. I didn't know it was still like a real casino. Like No idea.
You thought it was like just a James Bond
I
casino?
thought it was like a James Bond casino. Like it was like,
Casino Royale.
yeah, I was like, oh, this is like Monte Carlo night. This is, like it's more a theme or a meme than it is an actual location.
Well, Bobby, this is so simple.
Like I would have been screwed.
There's a crate of golf balls. It is obviously really Monte Carlo.
Like I know people are probably going to bash me for that. I had no idea. I really just like thought it was more of a thing that people like talked about as a casino theme than it was an actual location.
Well, and I'm sure there's things that you think are real that's actually just a movie.
Correct. Yeah. I'm
so by the same token, don't you're neither a genius or an idiot either way.
You're telling me Dante's Peak isn't a real location?
I mean, that sounds legit.
It could be. It could be.
Well, guess what? They're on a yacht, and Shane feels rich, and I'm just like, Shane, they're not giving you the yacht.
Oh gosh, I kind of wish they would. At least that would have been a nice parting prize.
Yeah, but they're not. Like it's just like I'm rich right now. I'm just like, I've been on many yachts. I don't feel rich.
Also, how has this guy never been on a yacht? Like, come on, like
because he lives in it, dude. He lost his girl because he couldn't go to Austin more than once a month. He's in Indiana. I
mean, I'm some random dude in freaking Southern California. I've been on a yacht. You've probably been on a yacht. I'm sure you've been on many yachts. Yeah,
but once again, I don't feel rich.
No,
like at the end of the day, they're just like, here's the keys. It's like
you're also
really? It's like, yeah, you're on my yacht. You get it.
See, that's crazy. You got the keys. But the
thing is, no one gets the keys.
Exactly. You don't own the yacht. Like, so you're not rich. You're not like, you don't feel rich because you don't own the actual yacht you're on. You just happen to be lucky enough to be on someone's boat.
Yeah. And for you, not as long as the others.
Exactly.
I bet he felt real not rich on that dinghy.
With the life vest.
with the shitty children's extra small life vest. And then when the yacht leaves, it like literally like churns water at him.
When I was watching that, I was like, I wish they just had like the big orange life vest and be like, later loser. Like, hope you enjoyed your 5 minutes on the yacht.
Yeah. How rich you feel now?
Oh, when I was watching that, I was dying laughing. I was like, they couldn't have given him a bigger size.
No, it was the perfect size. So let's see. So well, guess what? They're playing roulette, red or black, Bobby. But isn't there green? I saw green.
I saw green on there too. I was like, what happens if green hits? Like, I had the same mindset. I'm like, does if that person just go home?
Yes.
Like, that would have been a great twist, right? If it lands on green, see ya, you're the one out of here.
I'm cool with that.
Or they put your location back in America.
So, yes, your location is Utah.
Where actually The Good, Bad, and the Ugly was filmed. We just made all this up.
Where it's really filmed. All right. You're a casino guy. You're a gambling guy.
Yeah.
What's your go-to on roulette?
Red 27.
What is it?
Red 27.
Red 27 is your go-to?
It's my birthday. Always go red. That's what I go with.
See, I'm always black. Like, if with that, like I'm a huge proponent of this is how I gamble, and feel free to use this or not. You do this at your own risk. Walk in with enough money to do this. So if you don't have enough money, do not do this. So, but what I'll go the multiple roulette tables, and like, let's say there's like been 10 reds in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw 20 on black. If it doesn't hit, I'm throwing 40 on black. If it doesn't hit, I'm throwing 80 on black. I'm going until I have enough money in my pocket to double every time. And then, and the probability is if it's, 14 reds in a row, it is not 50-50. The probability is it's going to be black. And so I do that until I hit, and then I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah. I'm more of a lower thirds guy. So I like to do the thirds. So I'll bet on 2 of the thirds and not bet in the section that was just hit. Right. Okay. So I'll bet the 2/3 that weren't hit the last time. And then if it hits on my section, then I double it up on the next thirds. So I'm always betting the opposite of what just hit. And that's worked out for me in the past. Also, I got a real quick little funny story about roulette. So for years working at the casino, me and my 2 other bartenders I worked with, Jose and Rigo, we would always say, one of these nights, let's take all of our tips we made that night and go put it on red. Let's go put it on red. And we would always make it like a joke of it, like all on red tonight, all on red. And we never did it. Finally, one night we were like, all right, well, we have the money. Like, let's do it. Like, we made pretty decent money. So we go in there to the next door casino and we look at the roulette table and it's been red 10 times in a row. And we're like, well, shit, we can't go red now. Like, it's been red 10 times in a row. Like, what are the chances of doing 11th time? So, like, even though we've said all on red for years now, we got to go black. So we put it on black, red 17. Of course. We've been saying all on red and it hits freaking red. All right. And when we bet on black, of course.
Yeah. So. No, I was in Vegas, I believe MGM Grand, if I'm not mistaken. And I was walking past the roulette table and I had $100 chip. And there's this guy that walks between me and the roulette table, looks just like Wesley Snipes. It's not Wesley Snipes, but literally looks like Wesley Snipes from Blade. And I was just like, it's a sign. Always bet on black.
There you go. There you go.
Green.
Funny thing is, the guy's last name is actually Green. So the joke's on you.
Wesley Green.
Wesley Green Snipes.
Yes.
That's hilarious because I actually ran into on the roulette table here in town. McLovin was gambling next to me.
Nice.
So you never know who you'll run into.
Yeah. So, Rick's first. He bets black. You get to swap X with the player of your choice. And he swaps with Peter and Jeffrey, of course, always the instigator and always trying to fuck over Rick, it appears.
Yeah. It really calls him out in this moment too.
And he's like, "Why are you doing that?" He's like, and then Rick gives him
because I know I'll be safe if I do that.
because me and Peter have been working together for the last 4 episodes. Jeffrey,
the same exact location, so I can't lose in this situation.
Yeah, but these 2 idiots haven't figured that out, even though we're fucking whispering.
It's
what are they whispering about? I don't know. Maybe their dick sizes. Really?
Isn't that like the best card for Rick to pull though? Because theoretically, it's looking like he's going against Peter to the other 2, and then he knows Peter picked the same location as him, so he can't be screwed. So it's literally the best card he could have pulled.
It's great. So let's see. Shane goes red. It's black. Biggie goes black. It's red. Peter goes red. He gets it because everything works out for Pilot Pete in life, with the exception of love. And he chooses the move another player's X card, and he gets to swap the X of 2 players. It's a no-brainer. He's going Biggie and Shane, and he's not going with the convoluted story. He doesn't care.
Just go for it. At this point,
why are you doing that, Pilot Pete? Don't want to talk about it, Jeffrey. Got it. Sorry to bother you. Get back to thinking about love and stuff. I will.
Pilot Pete, thank you again for the great drama you're bringing to the table here. Also, like, do you think that they made it 2 rounds because they didn't want to lose Biggie? Like, this show could have, like, why 2 rounds? Because at the end of the first round, it would have been Biggie gone.
Yeah. We need Biggie there.
We need Biggie there, right? So it's like, you know what? We're actually going to go a second round here.
We're going to pick up the rules in post.
Hey, Shane, you might want to screw yourself over real quick, okay? It's better for the content.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Tell us, remind us about how in love you are.
Yeah. Allie's actually still here. She's in the background right now. You might want to be able to go see her.
Yeah, so feel free to tell us all about how you're in love with that girl that only has eyes for you. It's Rick's turn again. He goes black again. Of course, he hits it because I don't know if you're aware of this, but Rick's pretty good at gambling.
Oh, he was actually an ex-poker dealer and professional gambler at the same time.
Well, he does have a World Poker Tour bracelet.
There we go. Another occupation we didn't know about for Rick.
And you're not going to believe this. Rick has been to Monte Carlo, of course, and literally seen those same yachts.
Rick actually owns part of Monte Carlo. He invested wisely.
Well, he franchised his restaurant inside of Monte Carlo.
It's just Rick's
slash
IHOP.
Don't gamble on the Tutti Frutti. Fresh and fruity. Biggie's like, you think my free IHOP works here at this one? Or it's regional, really?
Yeah, one size fits most with Biggie.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So Rick Black again. He gets to move a player 50 miles away. That's gonna be you, Biggie.
Good. I mean, it's a smart move. Like,
yeah.
Biggie is your biggest competition. Like,
Biggie's easily his biggest competition, and he knows that.
Oh yeah, 100%. He knows exactly what he's supposed to do, and based off of everything, you're gonna guess Shane is the furthest away too, no matter what.
Yeah. Let's see. Shane's turn. He goes red again. He hits. Move one player to their original position. He resets himself and Biggie. So they are now tied for last place.
Like, dude, like you've got. I mean, at what point do you just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna reset Rick, right? Like, there's to pick Biggie is literally going to send him back to where you are. So no matter what, you're tied with somebody. Yeah,
but I think he was betting on Biggie.
He was betting on Biggie being right. Yeah, sure, yeah. But like also
he was saving his friend and betting it. Like it was that was the best move for him to continue the honor of the game that he's playing.
But I also don't think
Rick's not doing the same thing.
Correct, but no, but the thing is, like,
and Rick's a better player.
Rick's already 50 miles closer to the location at this point, right? So yeah. Wouldn't you?
Well, not yet.
Oh, was that not yet? Okay, no, maybe my brain's not thinking about it, but
not yet.
But still, it doesn't make sense even then, because no matter what, if you reset Biggie to where you're currently at, then you're going to be tied with someone, and like. Tied with someone is more dangerous than knowing that they could be far away.
Yeah, I think that was his heart's move, and I'm okay with yeah.
But it's just not a smart move. Like it's you're down to the final four. Like, what do you owe this guy? You know that you're the furthest away because you know that you picked a far off location, and Biggie is currently where you were at.
Spoiler: I don't know if you follow Biggie and Shane's Instagram. They are now dating.
That's actually who the show was talking about the whole time. They just messed up on the voice announcer part of it.
Yeah, what a shit edit.
Really left us on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's see. Sorry. Okay, so Peter goes red again. Of course, he hits again because everything comes up Millhouse for Pilot Pete, and move a player closer, 50 miles closer, and so he moves Rick 50 miles closer, which actually puts him at the X because they were within 50 miles.
Yeah.
Biggie is last. He is riding black, and Biggie's basically explaining to the viewers at home, nothing in Biggie's life fucking has ever worked out ever, with the exception of the free pancakes at IHOP.
Seriously.
Like literally everything in Biggie's life has gone to shit.
Well, and he knows how crucial this next moment is, right? Like he has to get out of this location.
Biggie has 12 Bitcoins, but can't remember his password.
Yeah, that would track. That would track for sure. Damn.
I wrote it on this piece of paper, and I cannot find that piece of paper.
You're telling me it's not just Biggie spelt backwards with an exclamation point?
All right. Well, guess what? Biggie hits it. He's going to move his own X, and he gets to move his own X closer by 50 miles. Guess what? He too is in Monte Carlo.
I mean,
or Monaco.
Monaco. Yeah, Monaco. I know. I'm keep thinking it's Monte Carlo, but it's Monaco.
Yeah.
It was a fun little challenge. Like, it was a cool way to do this. I still don't understand why the 2 rounds. Like it just is a weird number to me. My OCD is like 2 rounds. Why not 3? Why not 1? Like, why are we doing only 2?
Yeah,
ran out of time.
It was a lot. I'm fine with it. I'm not upset. So, well, guess what? Shane is the furthest away. To which Jeffrey D. Morgan says, "Get off my yacht. I'm leaving you at sea."
Yeah, well, the 45 minutes he was on his first ever yacht, he got it all in. You know, he lost $250,000 while also on the yacht. So technically, he lost that boat.
Yes, and worse yet, while sitting on the dinghy with the ill-fitting life vest, he goes, "Guys, I may not have won the $250,000. I may not still be rich as I was an hour ago, but I got Allie." Who's gonna tell me?
The fact that the show still kept leading into it, I was just dying on the inside. I was like, "Oh, this is awkward.
This is great. I cannot wait for the interview tomorrow."
Oh, I know. So as a whole, it was a good episode. I will give you that. But
hold on, we're not done yet.
Sorry.
Rick explains that he has been to Monte Carlo, of course, and then Rick says he wants this for his family and also for himself, and then tears up, and I'm just like, this is the Rick I feel like we lost an episode or 2 ago.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just like, all right, I'm all in on Rick again.
Yeah, Rick's winning this thing. Like,
well, I thought Rick might win, but I thought Biggie might be a more satisfying conclusion. I'm equally as satisfied with the Rick win now.
I'm 100% satisfied. I think he's been my winner pick for a while now.
No, nothing's changed on him winning, but it's just like if Biggie win, like I think they did a really good job of making you love Biggie, and not so much like Rick wasn't as lovable. The first 7 episodes or first 6 episodes are better than 7 and 8. It's almost like they gave him a little bit of arrogance that would not be as satisfying to the viewer if he won. It's just like, yeah, he's the best guy that won, but wouldn't it have been better if Biggie won? Whereas now, those tears right there, I'm just like, all right, I'm just as satisfied if Rick wins if Biggie wins.
I think that you didn't get the game bot Rick that we were used to, right? You finally got the interpersonal Rick that we've only got hints of throughout the season.
Yeah, so that's good. And also I feel like it's completely missing from my notes. So before when Biggie goes to Rick and he's just like, "Hey, I'll tell you what was in my crate if you tell me what's in yours." He's like, "All right." He goes, "There's golf balls in mine." It's like, "Oh, what about yours?" He goes, 2 pine cones painted white.
Which, to come up with that on the fly, like, how would you even know to do that? But like, I mean, he had to have been pulling from some kind of France knowledge, correct?
Yeah. So fast forward to hey, for those of you wondering how we got to Monaco, easy. It's the the 4 crates or the 4 suits. Like yours had the shovels. Your Rick, what was in your box? 2 pine cones painted white. No, it was 3 ring boxes, because diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds, right? You didn't tell anyone anything other than that, did you?
I thought that was totally screwed over by Jeffrey to kind of throw him under the bus right there. Because it's
I felt it was ridiculously unnecessary, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Because we're down to the final. Like, if production and Jeffrey had done this to Rick 2 episodes ago, I have a problem with it. We're down to the final 3.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, and it's probably they're all everyone's for themselves of this.
Yeah, there's no more teams.
No. I wasn't completely.
I think to Rick, Pilot Pete is equally as dangerous as Biggie, in that Pilot Pete was dangerous today.
Yeah.
So Pilot Pete could, by happenstance, be equally as dangerous tomorrow. Who's to say?
Based off the edit, are you not picking up on Pilot Pete 3rd place vibes?
Yeah.
It feels like Pilot Pete gets 3rd, and then we got Biggie versus Rick at the end. And I personally think it'll be Rick, but either way, like those are the 2 guys they've really thrown at us. Even though Pilot Pete was someone that they brought in from other shows that you would think they would publicize more, it's been really the Rick and Biggie show.
Yeah, but I think they got everything. I guarantee Pilot Pete got an appearance fee.
Oh, yeah.
So Pilot Pete got his 2. Like, Pilot Pete finishes 3rd, makes the same, if not more, than they do.
Correct.
It's like on Traders. The Real Housewives make more than more. Trishelle won. She split her and CT, but every housewife made more money than she did. And she won.
That's crazy.
Every housewife.
Yeah, because on that show, that there's like 0 prize pool, right? Essentially, if you're one of the, what are they called? The Faithfuls. Thank you. I always think like fellowship or townspeople. I'm like, what is the word? Faithfuls. I apparently played too many games.
Handsmaids is the word you're looking
for. Sure. But like
anchovies.
Like last season, what they all split like 30,000 or something like that. Like,
I don't know, whatever. It's all a work. It's pro wrestling, Bobby. Relax.
But I like to know what they win. Come on, I want to know that they won something substantial.
Yeah.
Make it $1 million.
Yeah, it's a big check.
Yeah, the show can afford to give up a little more cash than what they're giving, especially when it has to be divvied up so many ways.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as I said, I think it's all about the experience, Bobby.
Yeah, and definitely the TikTok and the Instagram fame you'll get afterwards.
Yeah, there you go. So, or Carolyn's cameos.
Exactly. That's where the real money is made, is in the cameos.
I'm up to 976 straight cameos, Bobby.
Jeez Louise. I don't know how you have time to do it. I barely have time to make a thumbnail.
Well, I'm ending this podcast to knock one out right now. And if you need yours, go to cameo.com/Jonny Fairplay. No H in Johnny. That's JONNYFAIRPLAY. Cameo.com/Jonny Fairplay. Links to everything at JonnyFairplay.com. Once again, no H in Johnny. Links to everything about the show and all the other shows that we cover. Go to realityaftershow.com. If you're watching, click the subscribe button. That's youtube.com/aftershow. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you podcast, click the subscribe button. Leave a quick review. Apple Podcasts loves that. Leave a comment if you're watching on YouTube. It controls that all-important algorithm. And Bobby Goodsby is at Goodsby Bobby, and he likes to talk Big Brother sometimes. And so catch Bobby talking Big Brother this Thursday night, and just like he does every Thursday night.
Every Thursday night, immediately following the East Coast airing. Gabe Ortiz is with me. He's a Big Brother virgin. Gabe Ortiz from Survivor 47. If you guys don't know who that is, he is amazing. He's awesome. And he's brought everything to this show and to the podcast when he's watching Big Brother, because he has some great takes. For a guy that's never seen the show before, like listening to him and breaking it all down and kind of like figuring out the game as he goes, he's pretty spot on a lot of things. So he said he's going to try the live feed. So we're going to have to get into that and see what his thoughts are on the live feed. So
well, I think he is watching live feeds, because he did tweet the other day, why am I watching cat videos?
Yep. There's a lot of cat videos, that's for sure. So
especially when they try to spoil the next season of The Amazing Race.
I'm excited to break it all down with them. We'll talk about everything from this past week of Big Brother. So check that out Thursday night after the East Coast airing. And Also, a couple weeks from now, August 7th, it's a Thursday night. I'm going to have a very special guest from Big Brother 12, Rachel's first season, on with us to break down the week and break down the episode. So I won't spoil who it is, but it's someone that knows a lot about Rachel, and I'm very excited to have them be a part of the podcast for that episode. So stay tuned to that.
Sweet. So, all right. So with that, thank you, everybody. Until tomorrow, when you get to see our exit interview with Shane. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.